Hello and welcome to the tutorial for my Datapack. In this video I'm just going to run through how to install the Datapack and the basic features. So without further ado, the first thing you want to do is download the Datapack and Resource Pack obviously, and then put them in their respective folders. The Resource Pack will go into here, which I have installed already. It doesn't matter which order you load it in, because it uses custom models, so it doesn't really affect like normal resource packs. Anyway, you can load this into a previous world or a new world. In this video I'm just going to load it into a new one by going into the data pack section, and in the zip folder just drag the data pack into the folder, and then it'll pop up here. And then we'll press done and load into the world. There's no game options or anything. You can leave everything however you want it. So yeah, we'll just create the world. Okay, now that you're in the world, there's a couple things you need to start off. So we'll grab a crafting table, and this is all the items you need to get the two items. Yeah, the two items in this data pack. And the pearl, and then a shard. With the button, make sure that it's a stone button, because it's the only one that it will work with. That might change in the future if I know how to code it, but for now I don't. So, anyway, the first thing we're going to craft is the TARDIS key. And the recipe is still the same as the old data pack. This sort of this shape here is how you craft it, and we get the TARDIS key. Now, I will come on to that in a second. Right, the old texture used to be flat. I've decided to make it 3D to fit a bit more with the data pack. So the next item you're going to craft is a sonic screwdriver, and it is made like this. And we have a lovely model that I have made myself, and we'll go through the one of 3-4 sort of features that it has currently. These will obviously change with each update, but yeah, the first feature is the ability to turn lights on and off. This also works for campfires. There's some other blocks I'm going to add in the future, but they're the only few that it works with for now. And to activate the sonic screwdriver, you press the button, your offhand button, and it'll activate it. And then if you press it again, it'll go back down. Now onto the main feature, which is the TARDIS. Now, in the old data pack, to get a TARDIS, you have to craft it. But I thought in this data pack, we could do things a bit different. So, to find the TARDIS in this data pack, or this version of the data pack, when you spawn in the world, a rift will spawn, and there's no way to find these rifts. They spawn in a radius, a random radius. I think it's 20 blocks when you join the world, and to activate it you just walk into it and it will spawn a TARDIS. Now you have to find the TARDIS. I don't know where it is spawned. Oh, right here. Oh, amazing. I think that's just luck, but usually it should spawn in a certain radius. And if you can't find the TARDIS, in the Sonic there is a feature called Locate TARDIS, and it'll make it glow. So you can see it through blocks, which is neat. Anyway, onto the main TARDIS. In this, you can't just open the door. It is locked by default. For now, you can't turn it off. I don't think I'm going to make it where you can turn it off, but yeah. To open the TARDIS, we just click with the TARDIS key, and we walk in. And here is the new interior. It will take a minute to load, but it's really nice. I spent a lot of time like finalizing this. There's still some things I'm going to change as the data pack updates, but this is sort of the main base it'll stay with. So, as well, you have to close the door. So the door won't close automatically, you have to close it manually. And so yeah, I'm just going to run through each new feature bit by bit. And last, I'll show you the main flight and sort of the process of that. So, first of all, when you walk in, you'll notice the new style. You'll notice the new style. I don't have a specific name for this interior like I did with the last one. I don't think I ever mentioned the name for it. But yeah, you can leave name ideas in the description of this page. Anyway, small details. We have this hat stand, which I textured myself, and this small little fez which sits on there. Originally I was going to have my coat, but it was too finicky and I ended up using the fez instead because it was easier. So, walking up to the main console, you'll see all these fancy particles. We have new seats. I'm really proud of these seats. I actually used a reference off of Pinterest, and there was some Z fighting going on there. I used a reference off of Pinterest, which was sort of a spaceship seat. And yeah, you can sit in them. And you can sit in this other one over here. This is just the same, it's just in a different place. But yeah. If we go up the stairs, there is this sort of balcony bridge area, like in the old interior where it would go up and round and then back down. I've kept that sort of as a nod to the old interior. And we have a chalkboard as well. No text on it. You can add text if you want with display entities, but I haven't. So yeah. Also we have bookshelves and these massive support beams, a bit like in the coral interior for Doctor Who. So yeah, ignoring the console for now, I'm going to head down the stairs, and these are on both sides by the way, to the underneath, well, the undergrove of the console. And we have this little storage area, like in 11 and 12's console. Now these barrels are empty apart from this one here, which has every disc in Minecraft. This is for a feature that I'll show off later, which is really cool. Anyway, on to the rooms. Yeah, unlike the old data pack, with the new data pack the rooms are actually connected to the interior, so it doesn't teleport you in loads of different dimensions. And I'm going to come back to this room later. But heading right and then going straight down, we'll come to a door here, and this is the storage room. This is a nod to Journey of the Centre of the TARDIS, which is a really fun episode, and if you haven't watched it I do recommend you check it out. But yeah, we even have the little TARDIS head. Well, it's a player head, but in the show it was Amy's TARDIS model that she made. Anyway, yeah, if we keep going round, there's not many rooms for now. I'm definitely going to add more in the future, but circling back round till we start off, we have a classic control room. Now this is sort of a collage of different classic control rooms, like the time rotors from the 4th Doctor I believe, and these are the pillars from the 1st Doctor's control room, and we also have the monitors from the 5th, 6th and 7th Doctor's console I believe, and then we have these massive wall roundels which I really like. Nothing actually functions on this. I don't think it ever will. It is just a bit of fun, you know. Yeah. Going back to where we started off, which was this room over here, there's two ways to go. You can go left or you go straight forward. We're going to go straight forward because the Eye of Harmony is back In my old TARDIS, I had Eye of Harmony. It was way bigger than this, but yeah. This is a bit different. We have these big sort of... I don't know what they are. It's sort of inspired by the Super Collider from the new Spider-Man animated movies. And I thought they fitted in pretty well. And up here we have some displays. These are supposed to have signs on them, but for some reason it won't put them when it loads it in. And I don't know why. That will probably fix in the next update if I figure that out. If not, there's no signs on here, but these are supposed to be monitors. And all of this does nothing. The sort of design that I went with was a reactor room with, you know, if you search up online, reactor, nuclear reactor room, control rooms, you'll find layouts very similar to this. Anyway, going back down the stairs and to the left this time, this is how we enter the Eye of Harmony chamber. Now, the sound can be pretty loud in here, so I'm going to turn my volume down and walk in and press this button. And we'll go through a little sequence. Yeah, that is the loud sound I was on about. It's just supposed to be the Eye of Harmony sound. I might add a custom sound later, but not on this first release. Anyway, yeah, this is just a walk into the chamber. I think in the future I'm going to extend this way to go to a different area. Maybe that'll go to the ARS room, which, if you don't know what that is, it's from Journey to the Center of the TARDIS. It's basically a machine that makes machines. Anyway, we're going to exit the chamber. We're going to turn my volume back up, because that sound is very loud and can be pretty annoying. And yeah, that's basically it for the TARDIS rooms. Now we're going to go to the main features that I've spent a lot of time on. And we're going to go through one by one, starting with the closest. Now, is this repeater here. Now, if you click this, the glass for the lights will change colour. We have cyan, then we have purple, and then we have red. And then back to white. And this is how... this is a gateway to another feature. So if we just grab a Minecraft disc and walk up to the jukebox, the lights will change colour when the music plays, which is inspired by another TARDIS creator called Tiny. They're in a Discord with a bunch of other Datapack makers, and I thought that feature was pretty cool. So yeah, thank you Tiny for that idea. Anyway, this lever here is the power lever. So if we flick that, all the lights will go off and the sounds will stop. And we're stuck with this sort of ambient glow from the main console platform. Yeah, I want to call it the console platform. This is just with light blocks. Very helpful. Glad Mojang added them into Java Edition. Anyway, turning the power back on, we can do the lights will come back on, and the roof lights as well. And if you didn't notice, up here we have stars that sort of shimmer. This will play in, it plays in with the power off, but it also plays in with the flight, which I'll show in a second. Now, I'm going to grab a bow and turn on this comparator here, which is HAD. In this version, I haven't done the dispersal system, which is what the 12th Doctor had. I've done the defense system, which is different, and I'll show you which system. So if we grab an arrow and shoot it at the TARDIS, it will take off, and I'll let the sequence play out really quick. And once it's taken off, the TARDIS will move somewhere random in a certain radius. And I don't know where the TARDIS is, so I need to find it. If it has moved, it is definitely moved. Oh, here it is, over here. Yeah, it'll rematerialize over here. For now, HADS only works with the bow and arrow. Yeah. Like I said before, I'm going to add new things to that list with each update. We'll just turn them off for now. The TARDIS currently doesn't have a time travel feature. I'm going to work on that. I have a long list of stuff I'm going to add. But you can travel through space. So we're going to locate a village. I always do this in every video. I locate a village. It's just the easiest structure to go to. So we're going to travel there, and I'm going to show you the new travel system and turn my sounds down a bit. So in this, I've really gone down the custom model route, and I'm really glad because this keypad and this throttle turned out really nice. And these textures and models are going to stay. So without further ado, let's take off. Features from the old Datapack are back, like the shaking, but the roof lights turn off and the lights spin around, and this rotor goes up and down, and it spins as well. So we'll just wait until we're in flight. There we go. And we're going to come to this section here. These three things are for coordinate travel. So if we press this comparator, all of these will change to 0 and it'll say showing set coordinates. This just shows what you type in the keypad here, and then if you press it again, it'll show where that you last were or where you currently are. It's technically both the same thing in this data pack. So for travel, we're going to turn this comparator on, and we want to go to each coordinate. So minus 10,040. So if we press X, press minus and then the 1000 button, and press a 1, it'll type in the thing. And if you make a mistake, say if I do 6,000 by accident and I don't know the amount to go back, you press this red button here and it'll set it back to 0. Anyway, time to travel. I'm just going to put in the coordinates and I'll be right back. So now that I've typed in the coordinates, you press this button here, and it will, if you give it a sec, it will say moving to set location. And that's basically it for flight for now. No flight events or fancy stuff like that in the old data pack. This is just from the start. I don't think I'm going to add flight events. I might in the far future when I've sort of finalised the basic features. But yeah. We're going to press this comparator again and land, and in a moment these numbers should change to what we set. And yeah, nothing fancy. You can also change the lights, change them to red. And give it a moment. There we go. The coordinates have updated. So if we head outside, you can just leave the TARDIS. We are now in a village. And yeah, nothing fancy. If it just loads in, there we go. The TARDIS also has a hitbox, which is barrier blocks. So just keep in mind, I'll just set it to day. If you say spawn the TARDIS in the middle of these 4 blocks, the barrier blocks will set to the sort of closest block that it's at. So say the armor stand is here, the barrier block will be there, and then the hitbox will be off. So just keep that in mind when flying, hence why you can't do decimal places on the coordinates. And yeah, so it mainly includes with this next feature, which is a bit like the locate, But if we go all the way over here, say you're on an adventure and you forgot where you parked the TARDIS. If you just stand on this block here and activate the Sonic, we have a summon TARDIS feature. And if we just press that, the TARDIS, if we go into free cam, will start to take off in a moment. There we go. You can't hear the sound because I'm all the way over there. But yeah, oh, if we head back now and give it a moment, it does take a little while because it has to teleport the armor stand and stuff. But there we go. The TARDIS will land. So yeah, that's basically it so far. Not many features, but I kind of rushed the old data pack, probably why it broke. So yeah, make sure to download the data pack and enjoy. Also leave any ideas that you want to see in the data pack in the comments. Goodbye.